Hello everybody and welcome back. It's time for yet another installment of Balloon Sculpting with Drew. Now, as you may have seen, I'm trying to get a little bit into mascots these days, but today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Duke Blue Devil. So, I hope you'll pay attention. We'll have a great time. So let's start off with our balloons. I have 6 laid out. We have 3 dark blues with about 7 to 8 finger lengths at the very end. We have a scrap of peach. You don't need to use this too much. This is more for the chin and just the face of the Blue Devil. So just blow it up about halfway, or if you have a scrap, use what you have. And 2 whites, also about 7 to 8 finger lengths at the very end. Now remember, sometimes I mention it, sometimes I don't. I only use 260 balloons. The size is 260 balloons. So if you have any preference to otherwise, please use those as well. I just like to have all my balloons the same size so I know what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and start with the upper chest and torso so we know what we're doing. So I'm going to grab one of my blues and I'm going to make a couple of 1-inch bubbles right there. And I'm going to twist the nozzle right here, and I am going to just do a lock twist. So there we go. Now I'm going to take about a 4 finger lengths. I am going to make another twist, another 1-inch bubble, and another twist right there to lock it. This will be the elbow and arm. Now, to make those really big biceps, I'm going to do a bird's body. So once again, about a 4 finger length twist. Come back around and do another one to match it. And then slightly more, maybe 3 finger lengths, and push that right through there, and we have a bulging bicep. Now, another 1-inch bubble right there to lock it off, and we have one of the arms. Now let's do the same thing on the other side, and I'm going to go really quickly this time so that we don't waste any time. Alright. Now some of you may have seen that I've also done a few other mascots just because I'm a big fan of March Madness and, of course, basketball in general. But I have to reaffirm this, that I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I don't particularly want to get involved in the rivalry between this particular college and another one that's just right down Tobacco Road. I just thought, to balance things out, since I had already done the other character, another blue and white character who will remain nameless, I just thought this would be a nice coup just for everyone to see. So we have 2 arms right here. Now, we're going to take about 6 right there, and 6 finger lengths on this one as well. And we are going to tie them into the shoulders. And for whatever is left over, right down here, we're just going to do a couple of 1-inch bubbles. Hopefully they're a little, well, yeah, hopefully they're a little better than mine. Twist them together and just lock twist them just to keep those right there so we don't have to worry about popping them or using the scissors or anything. So what we have here is a nice broad body right there, and I'm going to put this aside for just a moment and I'm going to go get one of my whites. So here we go. Now the whites, you can do this one of 2 ways. What I am going to do right now is I am going to measure from the upper part of the torso, this little bubble right here, down to the midsection. So that is about 4 finger lengths. So I'm going to do that with both of these. Twist them. And I'm going to tie the 2 nozzles together. This is really coming along very, very well. And this right here is going to go right there. So it'll give him a nice little bit of upper body. It's something to fill in right there. And we're going to use this later for attaching the head. There we go. Now, I like to add a little bit of color, and I know the Duke Blue Devil is usually very, very blue all over, this nice royal or dark blue, but I like to add a little bit of something extra, so I'm going to put the legs in white. So once again, 4, 4, and 3. And there we go. And on the other side, make sure you have a little bit of air pushed out of this so the legs aren't so bowed. So 4, 4, and 3. And twist those together. And there we have it. Now, on each one, also a 1 inch twist and a lock. 1 inch twist and a lock. Now, from here on out, you can see he's coming along very, very well. He's very, very muscular, looking very cool. You can either just take this off from the bottom and use another blue if you want an extra one to add blue boots. I've seen it done that way too. I'm just going to make the boots out of the white just to save time. So 3 finger links right there. A 1 inch lock twist, and whatever is left over, just pull around to make that foot. And we'll cut this off in just a moment, but for the time being, let's do the same to the other side. So, there we have it, there we have it. Yes, 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 he's looking fabulous. He's ready to play basketball or football, whichever you do prefer. Now, here's the part that might get you a little confused and might take the most amount of practice. Let's put the body aside for just a moment, and we're going to go get another blue. Now, this is for the head. Now, as some of you may have seen on other balloon sculptor tutorials, this one is a cowled character, which means only his chin and nose are showing. So, we're going to have to accommodate for that. First, a 1 inch bubble, and go ahead and lock it. Now, do a slightly bigger bubble, maybe about 1.5, lock that also. Now, do a flower petal around the bigger one, which will be about 6, maybe 7 finger links. Push some air out of it though. Make sure that you have plenty of room to work. Okay. So it'll look a little something like that. Alright, almost like a dinosaur head, a brontosaurus head, but we are still working. So, we're going to take this down just a little bit. Again, press all the air out. 3 finger links. And another 3 finger links. So we're going to do the bird body once more. And at the very end, squeeze that out, 2 finger links, and press it through. So there we go, right there. See that? That is all going to be the head, believe it or not. And to end this off, let's do 2 1 inch bubbles. Twist those together. And that is all we need out of this one, so go ahead and pop it, let it go, and tie it off so that you don't run the risk of anything deflating. Now, in order to make this connect to this, we're going to come back to this little part where we tied those white nozzles together. So we're going to open up the upper part of the body, and we're going to put these 2 1 inch lock twists. We're going to wrap those around this so that they will stay. And when we're done, we're going to stick them down between this to give them a little more added muscle. Oh, it came apart. Let me finish. Let me do that again. This one might be a little taxing to the people trying it for the first time, but don't worry, don't worry. Once you get it, it will look wonderful, wonderful. There we go. Locked all the way around. There's his cowl. There's his bicep. There's his legs. But we are, of course, missing the chin and everything else. So that's where we come to the scrap of peach that we have right here. So you want to begin by the nozzle, twisting it right in here between these 2 lock twists. And unlike the other times, kind of squeeze the air up into it. Now we're going to do about a 1/2 inch bubble right there, and you're going to just do a lock twist. Be very, very careful. This is why you don't want a lot of air in this part right here. Okay, and we're going to leave that. That will be the nose, or just a little bit of the nose. Now we're going to take about another 2 inch bubble right there, and now just a slight flower petal. Smallest one you can muster, mister. Right there, and this will serve as the chin. The rest of this, just pop. Let the air come out to that lock twist. Tie it off. As you can see right there, it is all tied. And with this little scrap right there, I want you to twist it in underneath the bird's body that makes the bottom of the cowl. Oh, I lost it. Hold on, let me fix that up. and then I'll twist it, just to make sure everything sticks. And, oops, straighten all this up, make sure it looks really good. Lost a shoulder there, but that's easy to fix. I also work as a personal trainer, so there we go. We have the body of our fine Blue Devil. Now, all it comes down to is artistic flair. So, we are going to use our black Sharpie right here, and we are going to put a little bit of artistic flair around this right here, which will be the mouth. Something I almost forgot for you, it's not just the cleft in the chin, but let's also put that nice little goatee he has right there. So it looks authentic. And let's go ahead and with the horns, let's outline them in a little bit of black so that they're a little more visible. Sometimes the white doesn't show up as well. All right. And a little around the eyes too, just to add that little flair. Again, your artistic style is your own. This is just how I do it. So, there we have it. A wonderful, wonderful Blue Devil any Duke fan would be proud to create. So, I hope you do create it. I hope you've had a great, great time. And come back soon, watch more videos, and we'll have a lot more mascots for you here with Drew and his wonderful balloon sculptures. Take care. See you later.